The richest women in movies and TV have been in all kinds of stuff, from famous American TV shows to kids' programs, Marvel movies, and even French films from the 1960s. Some of these women have worked together on different projects, and all of them have made a ton of money from both movies and TV shows, or even dabbled in business. That's why we've curated a list of the 12 richest actresses in the world. With that said, let's get started. Number 12, Drew Barrymore, $125 million. Drew Barrymore is a famous Hollywood name known for her amazing acting and good looks. She wowed audiences on both TV and in movies with her talent. She's got a whopping $125 million in her bank account, proving that she's a big deal in showbiz. Even though she's faced many challenges and tough times, Drew has kept going and is a role model to fans worldwide. She's known for her strong work ethic, natural charm, and her ability to play all kinds of roles. From her first big role in E.T. the Extraterrestrial to her recent work on Netflix's Santa Clarita Diet, Drew Barrymore is a true icon in pop culture. Number 11. Miley Cyrus, $160 million. Miley Cyrus became famous when she was a kid for playing Hannah Montana on a Disney TV show and in a movie. She earned a lot of money, about $450,000 for each season of the show. She also acted in other movies like LOL and So Undercover. In the 1910s, Miley started a music career that became even more successful than her TV work. She made over $45 million from selling her music online, and she earned millions more from her concerts and live shows. Women's Health magazine says Miley is worth $160 million, which is way more money than her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, who's a country singer, and has about $20 million. Number 10. Jane Fonda, $200 million. Jane Fonda, whose dad was the famous actor Henry Fonda and mom was a New York socialite named Frances Seymour Brokaw, was always meant to become a star. She started acting with her dad in a place called Omaha Community Theater and learned from a famous acting teacher named Lee Strasberg. She won 2 Academy Awards for her acting in movies called Clute and Coming Home, and she was nominated for Best Actress 7 times. Number 9. Sandra Bullock, $250 million. Sandra Bullock is a really popular actress in Hollywood, and people love her because she's full of energy both on and off the screen. She's so good at acting that she's now worth $250 million. She started with the movie Speed and later won awards for her acting in The Blind Side and Gravity. That means she's made her mark in Hollywood history. People also really like her because she's easy to relate to and seems like a regular person, which makes her a favorite for many women in the industry. It's no surprise that Sandra Bullock is famous and one of the highest paid actresses in Hollywood. Number 8. Julia Roberts, $250 million. Julia Roberts made history by being the first woman to get paid $20 million for a single acting job in the movie Erin Brockovich. She also won the Best Actress Oscar for her performance. After that, she earned $14 million for a tiny 6-minute part in the romantic comedy Valentine's Day. In 2016, she got $3 million for just 4 days of filming for the comedy Mother's Day, where she acted with Jennifer Aniston, who is number 1 on this list. But when Julia Roberts was new to Hollywood, she didn't make such high salaries. She got paid $300,000 for one of her most famous movies, Pretty Woman, even though her co-star Richard Gere earned millions of dollars for the same movie. Number 7. Jennifer Aniston, $300 million. Jennifer Aniston became famous as the lovely and somewhat spoiled Rachel Green on the popular TV show Friends, which ran for 10 seasons. In the last 3 years of the show, she reportedly earned $1 million for each episode she appeared in. After Friends, she acted in many big movies like Office Space, He's Just Not Into You, and Yellow Birds. She also starred in other successful movies like Bruce Almighty, We're the Millers, and Horrible Bosses, and she earned about $8 million for each of these films. Recently, she was in a TV show called The Morning Show, where she appeared in 20 episodes, and is believed to have made more than $2 million for each episode. Number 6. Jessica Alba, $390 million. Jessica Alba is known for her work in movies and her business ventures. She started acting when she was only 13 years old in shows like Camp Nowhere and The Secret World of Alex Mack. She was born on April 28, 1981 in Pomona, California in the United States. Also, she got her first big role in the TV show Dark Angel. After that, she acted in several movies like Fantastic Four, Good Luck Chuck, and Love Guru. Her most recent movie is El Camino Christmas. Number 5. Victoria Principal, $400 million. Victoria Principal is best known for her role as Pamela Barnes Ewing in more than 250 episodes of the TV show in the 1970s and 80s on the super popular TV show Dallas. We're not sure how much she made from the show, but she turned down an offer to stay on the series that would have made her the highest paid woman on TV at the time. She left the show mainly because she didn't like the way the stories were being written. After that, she acted in some Western TV movies, but none of her later roles were as big as her time on Dallas. Even though she had some small roles in commercials, when she was young, she didn't plan to be an actress. Victoria was born in Japan, and because her family was in the military, she moved to different places a lot when she was a kid. It wasn't until she got into a car accident while in college that she decided to move to Los Angeles and decided to become a professional actress. Number 4. Ashley and Mary-Kate Olsen, $500 million. Ashley Olsen, one of the Olsen twins, stopped acting after the movie Beastly in 2011. The twins became famous for their roles in Full House, where they both played Michelle Tanner. They earned a lot of money, about $80,000 for each episode they did. They also did a series of short films called The Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley. Ashley's last movie was New York Minute in 2004, where she acted alongside her twin sister, Mary-Kate. Both of them decided to stop acting in 2012 and started working in the fashion industry. Most of their money comes from their luxury fashion businesses, not from acting in movies or TV shows. But it was their acting careers, especially Full House, that made them famous and helped their fashion brand become successful. They have a younger sister named Elizabeth who is still acting. She's best known for playing Scarlet Witch in Marvel movies and has a net worth of around $11 million. Number 3. Oprah Winfrey, $2.5 billion. Oprah Winfrey is incredibly rich, and when you compare her net worth to others, they don't even come close. While she did act in famous movies like The Color Purple and Beloved, Oprah is best known for being a big deal in many forms of media. She started her career as a news anchor on TV in Nashville and Baltimore. In 1986, she began hosting The Oprah Winfrey Show, which was super popular and ran until 2011 in more than 150 countries. It's one of the most watched daytime TV shows ever. Oprah also helps make movies and TV shows through her company, Harpo Productions, which adds even more to her wealth. Number 2. Jamie Gertz, $3 billion. You might not know Jamie Gertz by name, but she's a remarkable person to pay attention to. She's not only a successful actress, but also a philanthropist and investor, and she's worth a whopping $3 billion. While she hasn't been in the spotlight as much recently, her story keeps inspiring and interesting people everywhere. She started her acting career in the 1980s and appeared in TV shows like Square Pegs, Different Strokes, Family Ties, and movies like 16 Candles and The Lost Boys. But then she took a break from acting for a few years. During that time, she moved to France and worked as a designer for a company that makes perfumes. Number 1. Dinah Merrill, $5 billion. Dinah Merrill, a socialite and philanthropist, holds the title of the richest actress ever. With a net worth of $5 billion, she got much of her wealth because she was the only child of Marjorie Merriweather Post, who was super rich from owning the Post cereal company. But Dinah Merrill also did well in acting, both on stage and in movies. She featured in more than 20 films during her career. Dinah Merrill's life was full of privilege and success, but she also faced challenges and sad times. Through it all, she stayed true to her family, community, and her pursuit of doing things well. People remember her for being elegant, graceful, and beautiful. For those who knew her and loved her, Dinah Merrill's memory will always be cherished and respected. Alright guys, that wraps up our video for today. If you enjoyed watching this, please do well to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.